everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. I believe technically OBS is open source anyways. Roundhouse, but you are technically right. So I take it Lori did not break anything yesterday? Yeah, I know. If anything, it would be me. Let's see who's in here. Let's let chat open up. Hello, Ian. Hello, Danny. Hello, Fish Kid. Hello, Ali Sean. Ian, Danny, Fish Kid, GRB, J Rock, Matt, S, Scott, Yellowstone. Hope you all are doing well today. And yes, I thought it would be easier to go into participants. Let's see. I think Lori said she was coming in a few. She's like, 11? I'm like, yeah, that's what it is all the time. That's what it is every night. I did just send her the link, but I also thought it was funny. Uh-oh. Hey, Patty. J-Rock. Wait. So you are going to get a beta or you haven't yet? Oh, you're going to buy a beta. Can you send me a picture of it, J-Rock? I'm kind of curious to see the water garden. Only Oscars, how are you? Wait, what is Danny going to try and do? You know, every night I have to try, right? Except Sundays, sometimes.
And Wednesdays?
What?
Or Tuesdays? You're not going tomorrow.
No, I'm going tomorrow.
Okay.
I go Friday to... I always go Friday to Tuesday. And then I usually take off Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I'll get it eventually. I was going to stream. I actually looked at the schedule to see who was going to see when I could stream tomorrow, but
What?
I haven't gotten that far tonight.
Do I want to let him
So,
up? Yeah, all right, fine. Danny, how are you?
hey, Danny.
Hello there, Mr. Kevin. Trying out my new microphone. How's the audio?
Ooh, pretty good. How are
Pretty
you
good.
doing?
Am I quiet? Am I loud?
You're a little bit soft.
Okay, so how's that? Is that better? Is it better if I get right up on it?
Yeah, that's better. So, where'd you get that from?
I got it for my birthday. It's that one that got it's the NSGDCI.
Okay, so late happy birthday, and you can wish me an early happy birthday
Wait, when's
Yes,
your
'cause
birthday, Lori?
yours is in like 2 days, right?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I
Okay.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's good audio. It just needs a little bit more volume. Wait,
Oh,
posted a link.
no.
Oh, yay! Do you mind if I wait? Let's see. Actually,
Let me turn it up a little bit because I don't want to talk too loud here. Well, actually, I don't know if I can. But it says, maybe if I turn off the automatically adjust my volume. Let's see. Should I turn it up to this high?
a little more.
Like there? Is that good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, that sounds good.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
Happy birthday,
Don't
Lori.
worry out if I end up
George.
getting too loud.
Yeah, please don't hurt our eardrums. My ears appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
J Rock, I was thinking about that. I think my parents got me one like a year or two ago, and I told them I'd rather not have it only because I was worried about how small the tank was. I didn't really like how small that tank size was for fish that I wanted to keep. So because the water parameters are gonna be kind of hard to manage in that, but cool.
Whatever. Yeah, you finally got that link.
Lori, did you just post something? Lori?
Oh, that's right. It's
Hello,
the
you're on
proposed
mute.
takeover of Kevin's Nuns and
You're on
Audience.
mute. Yeah, that's my problem. I gave her my password, so now she's posting things, and I don't know whether it was her or me.
Well, no, it's actually you should post it. But yes, I did post it.
What did you
It is
post?
the Monday shout out for fish tubers.
Oh, awesome.
And I posted it because he's right there in front of me. I.e. Danny, watch it.
I think it just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. He's talking about this. The intake.
I just told him to refresh.
Huh?
I just told him to refresh.
Yeah.
He's talking
your
about
your little
he's
spinny
talking
thing,
about this because I keep on spinning
found-
it. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Hey, Jesse.
Kevin got into it.
I don't know. It doesn't make too much noise and it's kind of fun to play with. So, and I can do it with
it's
one
more fun
ear.
when it makes a lot of noise, like
Yeah, nope. Makes too much noise. I don't like it.
It just makes me want to grab it and stop it from spinning.
No, I know. I just didn't want to have to do it because I don't want to have to do all. Yeah, I don't want to have to do all that.
It's his cat.
Yeah. Oh, Roundhouse here. Hi.
Roundhouse is suggesting that you use an extra large catheter. I think he might be giving you a pretty good compliment there.
Yeah.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
No, thank you, S. I'd rather not have to worry about that. Thanks for the offer, though.
You think Dad'd get mad?
He'd be a little bit annoyed. Then again, it's not unusual for him to get a little bit annoyed at me, so you know. That's a normal.
So there, Mr. Ken, how are your mud skippers and all the fish in your brackish tank now?
What do you mean?
How are
Well,
the
how I know you got some new mud skippers and stuff too. Right?
Like a week ago, yeah, they're doing great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the mud skippers. I
It
just showed them.
takes them a few weeks to settle in. So
They seem to be fine. They've already settled in. They've been doing fine. They've
Okay.
actually one of them's been hanging out. Well, okay, so I need to get a light for that tank, and I don't have a lid, but I don't have the money right now to do it. So I'm waiting. But the one of the mud skippers right now is like right in front of the glass, or right near the glass, and then the other two. One of them usually is on the Repto filter. They are so cool. One's in the corner or going towards the corner. But yeah, I'm really happy. The two that I got are so much more out and about than that one. That one is like always scared or always hiding rather. Have a good one, Fish Kid. All right, come on in. But oh no, I didn't show it yesterday. You didn't see it? I thought you were on there. Were you not?
you said I'm jumping around house.
I think they're hiding
I
right
was
now.
moving it around. Might have just been.
Roundhouse, shut up. I would agree with you, Kev. If you're not, yeah, I just don't. I just prefer not to have to deal with it quite as much.
Yeah, it's not my microphone, Roundhouse. If anything, it's my computer. Like, computer can barely handle anything. That's why I wanted to try it out just to see like how the microphone came through. I'm not gonna really start streaming from my computer until I get my new computer all fixed up. But
I can do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop down. I just wanted to kind of test this all out. So I'll be in chat.
All right, bye, Danny.
Okay, and watch my lead, Danny.
But I did like a half-hour stream earlier today. Sorry, Lori, but I did it without you.
I was probably sleeping. I
Yeah.
decided my blood sugar's now over 500. Well, it has been for a couple days, so I decided to try the insulin my dad sent me, and I can't take it. It kicked my butt. Well, I'm going to try actually a much lower dose. Because at least if it keeps my blood sugar down a little bit, it's better than not having nothing.
Yeah, I will give you that. What was I gonna say? Is it what? but I did a stream earlier, and I showed like half an hour, and I showed the mud skipper tank. So I did show it today. That's why I was surprised Danny hadn't seen it. I guess he wasn't in. I know I saw him around that time, but I don't know.
I decided to show guppies today who at the bottom left have, well, some of them are out. There's like a bunch of new fry in there. And the betta is trying his hardest to have dinner. And they're just faster than he is.
It shouldn't be too. So from what I've seen, J-Rob, it really shouldn't be all that hard to do. I don't think it should be all that hard. Except, I thought about using trimmings from herbs that I get from the store, but I think they do things to them to genetically modify them so that you can't always grow them. So I don't know if that would work, but you can try it. Let's see.
My mom's been hooked on growing basil and making pesto, and growing more basil and making more pesto. And I'm again not doing well with plants outside of the aquarium. I got a succulent and it doesn't like water.
Well, yeah. Succulents don't generally like much water.
But it shrinks all up, and when I give it water, then it shrinks more. I don't know, it's a weird plant. I don't think it's going to make it.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it too much. What asked? I'm seeing grocery stores. You can grow herbs, take trimmings of herbs. What is Jesse saying?
I'll take the one on the right.
What?
Oh, I love grass.
Okay, green onions.
Ah, your last name character. Which one is it, Kev?
No idea.
I actually have a friend who does traces back
Actually, give me a sec. I can go ask.
Chinese ancestors
Ah, stop it. You're moving
back
on.
to like forever.
Stop it, chat.
And he
I'll be
even
right back.
can shut up, a living descendant of Genghis Khan.
Who was that again that did that?
One of my friends traces old Chinese lineage forwards and backwards, and he found a living relative of Genghis Khan,
Yes.
which I thought was pretty cool.
I remember you telling me about that. I will be right back.
We're never safe, Patty.
Okay. She says it's the first one, Jesse. My mom or dad, I doubt would know, ironically. My other grandma, however, is the one that would most likely know. Especially since my grandma decided not to have any of her kids learn Chinese.
Why?
Well, okay, they took it in like high school and hated it. And my dad says his only saving grace is that his sister also had the same teacher, because one of them they went to two separate schools, and the teacher went to one of the schools first, like my dad's school in the morning, and then my sister's school in the afternoon, and both of them got horrible grades. So that was his one saving grace. But yeah.
What did I do? Ah,
I really should not have given you access to my account, should I? Yeah.
I'm a good person, I swear.
Yeah, but you keep on touching crap. It's quite amusing, Poe.
It's fun touching buttons. I am trying to put a fluorescent light back together, and like I have it almost there except for the switch, which I don't understand how they put it together, because the switch goes on a bump, but it doesn't fit where it goes. But maybe it goes on the other side. But how would that work?
Kelly!
Weird.
I will be right back.
Oh, there he goes, leaving me alone. Oh, no.
Yes, because Kelly puked. Excuse
Oh,
me.
no.
But I'll be back.
Why is Kelly puking?
I don't know, but she's been doing it for the last 3 days.
Poor Kelly. I think I put the wires in backwards. Not the wires. The pieces in backwards. But I'm not sure. I'll probably never get it apart. You just got to be smarter than the light fixture, right, guys? That may be impossible. Yeah, this was a light fixture that... It's a really nice, cheap fluorescent light fixture. And when the 60-gallon tank fell over, this is the light that shocked me. So I got mad at it, and I yanked it out of the plug. But in the process of yanking it out of the plug...
You broke it.
Well, not really. What did I do? Did I put it back? No, I didn't put it back the way it was. Well, yeah, you might say I broke it because it came all apart.
Wait, so does it work or not?
Yeah, I have it working. I'm just trying to stick all the wires back in to where they go, so I could put the little lid on and...
Oh. Roundhouse, can you send me that link for the lights again? Because I don't know where I put that link. If you're still in chat. Actually, I think I have it. Do I? I think so. Now I can't remember. Or at least tell me what it's called. Can't remember where the place he said to get lights from. Let's see. Is that what you're doing right now?
Who, me? Trying to put the light back together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it's sort of like weird because, I don't know, the little clippies don't seem to
Isn't
want to
it like,
go.
wait, isn't it like 7:30 there, Jesse? What time do you wake up at? Sorry, not to be nosy, just curious.
Is there a difference between being nosy and being curious?
I don't think so.
One plastic clippy that doesn't. Oh, that's it. Hit it with the hammer. Okay, not a hammer. Just
Probably
smash
not a
it.
good idea to hit it with the hammer.
Now, unluckily, hitting things with hammers don't always work. You actually have to use the back of your hand. And if you hit it just right, it works. And this is one of those like old fluorescent fixtures that you have to like put the tube in and twist it. Okay, now I have to figure out which tank needs a light. Because it's fixed. Yay! $12 saved. I'd love to grow plants, but I don't have a green thumb. I want a fig tree one of these days, and it's pretty far down on my list. I'm going to buy some Chicago fig trees because they grow in cold areas. And it will grow here. So I can have like 4 fig trees and eat figs all the time. Fresh figs are so cool, though. I used to ride my horse underneath this fig tree and actually got caught by the owner snagging figs. And she said, if I get her figs, if I could come in her yard and get her figs from up there and fill up the basket, I could get figs anytime. So I went in her yard and I filled 2 baskets with figs so I could get figs. It was awesome. And question, if I put more catappa leaves in the water, will it darken the water? Like release more tannins into the water? Yes. Okay, cool. I'm still working on my rum bottle. At least I know if it ever leaks, it won't kill the fish. But I'll have somebody else screw the light on real tight. Yeah, that's a really weird. Do you have a video of this, J-Rock? It looks interesting. $60 for shipping. You could order fish for that. That's an interesting question, Jeffrey. Okay, I'll look at the link, J-Rock. I keep trying to learn about plants, and someday I'll grow them. I can grow them in a tank, and I don't have CO or anything. But I can mostly, my Val does the best. I mean, the Val in the tank above the one that I have looking has really great plants. It has, I think it's dwarf sage that just like grows and grows, and I keep taking it out and interesting. Now I'm going to have to ask, oh, you guys might know. Okay, how as a person, as a streamer person, do I copy this link? Because now that I have the power, I can turn it on and off, but it won't let me copy it. That's kind of a bizarre thing. I was really hoping to grow tomatoes in my fish tanks, but obviously you know that you can't grow tomatoes in a fish tank because tomatoes are poisonous. The link is pinned. Yeah, but when I put my cursor over the link, it says show. And then if I click it, add some guppies. Look at that. That beta is hunting fry. But he can't get through the plastic mesh to get the little fry.
What do you want pinned, Lori?
Oh, the link that J-Rock for the water garden. So I can understand what they're talking about. Yes, this was a different, these fry were different than all my other tanks because there's more females than males this time. Ah. Well, at least it was free. I mean, it can't hurt to try. You may, and if it doesn't work, you could probably figure out how to modify it or something else and make it work. And if it doesn't work, you could probably figure out how to modify. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, GRB, I agree with you. It would be cool if they had a create or search button. Regular betas are pretty easy. Yeah, especially when you know that they have Teespring stuff, and it's like you can't find the link. Maybe someday. I just want to do stickers. I have to put money in the bank, so on Black Friday I can like get stickers. Just because I want stickers. You guys always make me want to look things up, but I can't look it up when I'm up because then I echo. With it Yeah, snails wouldn't. Some of the snails eat the root. Well, eat the roots clean. But won't the snails eat the roots? I saw a really cool aquaponic system in Colorado where the guy had goldfish and it was around the edge of the room, and it had a good flow and it went around and around, and he had plants in the water and fish in the water. You guys should come up and talk. Maybe you could use snails that like mystery snails, and you could sell them, or netrite snails that don't breed. Pond and bladder and the trumpet snails would overrun the world. Because like this is one of the tanks that has trumpet snails. Rabbit snails. Rabbit snails are really cool looking. Hey, Bunny Viper. Yeah, I have 2 mystery snails that were given to me. They're just like regular chestnut kind. The mystery snails are live bears. No, they have those clutches at the top of the water line.
They lay clutches and you have to incubate them for a few days and then they hatch.
Oh, rabbit snails only lay one or give birth to one at a time. It'd be hard, I think, for a creature to give birth to more than one live creature at a time.
Eggs, yes. I don't know about actual live bearing. I don't think you can have more than one. Although I could be wrong.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool, Danny. I like how they look. Oh yeah, now that would be cool, Jeffrey. skittled trumpet snails. Well, the big ones you could always take out and paint. Although I wouldn't recommend it. I was looking for something for my hissing cockroaches and came across a site where you can buy rhinestone adorned hissing cockroaches. And I thought that was the most stupid thing in the world. They glue rhinestones onto the cockroaches. How cool, twin guppies. Well, Jeffrey, that goes without saying. Animal or insect cruelty. Bedazzled. That's a great movie. Okay, not the remake, the first one. Wow, I hope Kelly's not really sick.
Well, so we since my uncle's girlfriend is or was a vet, we asked her what to do, and she suggested giving her half brown rice and half her regular food, and to settle her stomach, and she still didn't like that. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. You could also just give her chicken and rice, because she shouldn't still be throwing up. Has anybody noticed her eating a lot of grass?
No, she does not really eat grass. She's pretty good about not eating grass.
Okay.
I see you pulling this over and you slide underneath there.
Oh, Chris, do you remember the rock that Kevin showed?
Yeah, but Google says a lot of different things, and it can be a lot of different symptoms.
I would think that the rabbit snails are like mystery snails and too heavy to climb plants. Yogurt would be a good idea, though. The good bacteria in the yogurt may help settle their stomach. So anyway, Chris, when Kevin showed the rock, you knew what it was? It's not cancer, it's COVID. Because I'd really like to get some more of that rock, but so far you're the only one who knew what it was. And we even went and discovered that Kevin had paid cash, so we didn't have the name of the company. And we couldn't find it on AquaShelf. We've done a lot to try and find the name of that rock.
Hey, that was mostly you doing it. You did a great job researching, or a lot of
Except,
research.
yeah, except I didn't find the rock. I mean, I've even gone through rock sites, but I haven't found the rock to find the name of it.
I take it Chris is in here. Hello, Chris.
Now, fish related stuff gives you boosts your immunity. I thought it would be actually really funny though to like get another bottle of Captain Morgan's and like fill it with this catappa leaf water and like wait for somebody to try and steal it, and then when they opened it to drink it. I don't know how safe it is to drink a pint of or maybe this is a half pint of catappa water. I think Kevin is grabbing the rock.
Well, you can't exactly get yours out of the tank, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It's such an awesome rock. No, it's not dragonstone. It has like small crystals that are roundish, like you see right there. But then it also has some clusters of larger crystals. It's really a nice rock. And he was kind enough to sell me one of the two that he got at Aquashella. And because I went the vendor and he didn't have any more.
So yeah. So you
So he
bought
sold,
the other one.
yeah. So I paid him for one of them. And
I don't think I made anything, but I also didn't. Yeah. I think I gave it to you for the same price I paid for it, because
yeah.
I know you really wanted one, and I'm like, well, I have two, although I really like it.
But once I find the name, I can get more. Sponge boulder.
Good.
Okay. I will write that down. Because I know Kevin wants more, and I'd like more. Because I think mud skippers look really cool on them.
So, Danny, I think I've mentioned it before. So I really like the color blue, and when I had my brain injury, I was in a coma for 2 weeks, and I had to relearn to walk, and my senses were not the best. So I had to do some PT after. But one of the other things, I couldn't even use the restroom by myself because I couldn't walk far enough to get there. And one of the things that they suggested to kind of stimulate my senses was to go get my nails done with my mother. And since then, I've enjoyed it. And my grandma has me tag along with her and be her partner in crime because she knows if I don't go with her, my parents probably won't take her.
Ah, I can never keep nail polish on. I have to do it like once a day. Okay. Curiosity gets the best of me. Now that I know I won't die. It would taste really good if you put like lemon and ginger in it. I mean, people drink pretty bad stuff, and they do weird things to get healthy. Ragonite. If I were healthy, I'd go find it in the wild.
Hey, at least you can drive.
Yeah. Well, right now it's kind of
It's fine, only Oscars. I've had it since I was 6. I've had difficulty since after my brain injury when I was 6. Because I was so young, it affected my visual brain processing. And it, because I was so young, it impaired my the part of my brain where the connection between my eyes and my what my brain interprets.
you can find it at Amazon. You don't need it. Huh. I may have to try that someday, but I'm sort of like a new makeup person.
Kelly, Fender, Kelly. Come on, you two. Up, up. Good girl.
Oh, I love that clickety clickety click. No, agate doesn't. Well, maybe it does. Yeah, I guess it does, but not primarily white and clear.
I don't know how how I brought it home.
You put it in your backpack.
Yeah, I don't know how I fit it in my. Sorry, I don't know how I fit it in there.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, you crammed so much stuff in that backpack. It was amazing. Yeah, I see that there's actually now a couple companies, Danny, that make the black water conditioner, and it's like,
That's what she said. Let's see. Do I need to do that? Well, I guess the good news is at least my. Okay, that was good. my little system seems like it has a decent amount of humidity. Good.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, but not really. Um, I have a bunch of geodes that maybe when I go through my stuff I'll find. But I'm just so scared to go through my stuff after being in Colorado and getting so much ripped off. I just need somebody brave, or somebody who doesn't care, I should say, to help me go through my stuff. No, what the hell do you need this for? Well, no, get rid of it. No, Chris, sometime if you could take some pictures and you could come up and show them to us. I'm just really would like some more of those rocks. Ours seem to have a lot more crystals than the sponge boulders that are shown. Um, at least from Google.
Okay.
Ozark sponge boulder. And then the rest is golf ball sponges. And golf balls.
So
very interesting.
I just got in 2 Tetra Whisper pumps, but they're rated for 40 gallons. And this looks small to me. This looks like for a 10-gallon tank, not a 40.
Well, it just depends what the air pressure output is.
True. But again, the ones that I have look like they're for like 10 gallons. And I think I have one just or similar to this.
How about a 650-pound sponge boulder?
Huh?
We could buy a.
Why is that held for review?
What?
Danny said, I put a geode in my vivarium, almost ready to out Randall inside. And Danny corrected himself and said put with an asterisk. And I'm wondering why it said held for review.
That's bizarre.
I find that kind of funny and odd at the same time. That's all. That's the only reason I was chuckling to myself.
I don't think anywhere around here has these.
Did you already look at the image or the product, the water garden?
Yes, you can unpin it. Well, I saved it so I can look at it later.
Oh. Wait, so why? I'm confused why you needed it pinned to do that.
Don't worry
Lori.
about it. I'm confused too.
Yeah, but that's more of a permanent state for me. Lori, it looks like this.
Yeah. But I want to read about it and stuff. With the amount of condensation I'm getting in the crab tank, I could probably do that in the crab tank.
Oh, so you are getting condensation.
Yeah.
Good.
I need to get a couple more reptile heaters, though, to keep it warmer. And I need to figure out a different or deeper pond system to be able to put a sponge filter and a heater in it. Because right now it just has like a pie plate.
So I know it's a little bit too expensive. At least the one that I have. But what I have is a Repto filter. I'm sure you can get a small. I'm pretty sure you could probably get a smaller Repto filter and use that because that's.
Yeah, that's true.
The problem with the regular filter, like a small regular filter, is there's not usually enough water in there, and you really want like a third water and 2/3 land.
Yeah.
So you don't really want that much. Okay. This is running like a 20 gallon. And I think this is bigger than the one that, unless they're the same size. Same size. Nope, I think this is smaller.
Did it say it was for a 40?
Says it's rated for a 40-gallon aquarium. Now I'm wondering. Okay, these are. Wait, no. Yeah, okay, they're the same size. But yeah, I'm running this on like a 20.
It looks like a dragon tooth. It probably is one of those dragon rocks.
All I know is it looks really cool. That's funny. And so not helpful.
Well, I don't know if they've dug up any dragon teeth yet. Well, if sponge rock is a volcanic glass, we should have it in New Mexico. And maybe I will look in Albuquerque when I go down on the first.
What Google image thingy?
Oh, you can take a picture.
I thought that's only for exact matches.
Well, you can get if they don't have exact matches, they give you similar images.
Oh, that's cool. Those angels are doing really well. I'm really happy. The angels are doing really well now.
God, compared to the cichlids, the guppies are kind of boring. Ah, I have a good story about Schwans. My brother used to drive for Schwans, And when he got up, we knew that, well, he was adopted. And when he was driving for Schwann's, every afternoon that he went up to Canyalone, which is an hour away from me, he'd have lunch with this woman. And when he decided to look for his birth parents, he managed to find his sister in Denver. And she said, I don't even know why you want to try. Our mom dumped us and didn't want us, so they don't deserve to even know what happened to us. Well, he said, well, here's my number in case anybody contacts you. So about 6 months later, she called him and said, yeah, our aunt found me, so here's her number and tell the family to just leave me the hell alone. And I guess he said he didn't really want her as a sister because she was pretty mean. So anyway, he called the woman, and he said the address looked kind of familiar, but made arrangements to go meet her when he was up there after Schwann's, after he delivered all his Schwann's. And it turned out that his aunt was the lady he'd been eating lunch with when he went up there. So the next time he went, and he actually delivered Schwann's to his biological father. So he said he went up, and when Juan answered the door, he said, hey, Dad, what do you want? And he said, Juan looked at him and said, Dad, and he goes, yeah, I am the last of the kids that you've been looking for. And it turns out that he has like 13 brothers and sisters.
Dang.
About half of them are all from different women.
God.
And his father is famous in New Mexico for shooting the sheriff and getting away from it in a 1967 land grant feud. And at one point he came in and found his dad on the floor and did CPR and saved his life.
Wait.
But his dad eventually did die from heart problems.
Lori?
Yeah.
Famous or infamous?
Both.
Or notorious?
All.
Okay.
The one was, his name is Juan Valdez, not of the coffee. But yeah, it turns out my brother had a famous dad, which was pretty cool. And he went to a family reunion and met his great-grandmother who only spoke Spanish. And he said, I felt like the only white one there. And it's like, but you're not white. And he said, well, yeah, but the only one who didn't speak Spanish. Nope, shot the sheriff. He did like it. He said that it was much better than delivering chips and cookies and stuff for Tom's. The customers are much more loyal. And my brother really enjoyed working for Schwann's. I mean, it's like he got to see different people all the time and drive around. And
what does he do now? Or does he not work right now?
He's the assistant manager of a grocery store in South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of far?
Yeah. Yeah, about, let's see, 2 hours away from here, there's a perlite mine.
So what does he do?
Fire people.
Does he drive there?
Oh no, he lives in South Carolina now. He used to live in, well, he lived.
Which brother are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about my adopted brother, other brother.
Which brother?
Brett.
Oh, I thought we were talking. Okay, I thought we were talking about Matt.
No, Matt lives here. Matt will probably always
That's
live.
why I'm confused.
I'm sorry. I have
Because
an adopted brother I grew up with.
you never mentioned that part.
Ah, well,
I didn't know which brother you were talking about.
I have like a
And then I
huge
have a question after.
huge extended family. Okay. Because being a Jewish native, we're tribal and have extended families that aren't necessarily blood, but like when you grow up with somebody forever, they're like your brother or sister or whatever.
Are you done, Lori?
Oh, I was just reading what J Rock and Danny were saying because we do have a perlite mine nearby and it's surrounded by red lava fields, but I never saw any uh, obsidian up there. Okay, ask me your question.
Why would I have little bubbles by the surface of my plateau tank?
Because your filter is probably putting out micro bubbles and they're gathering at the top.
Yeah, but the two filters that I have in that tank are in the back. And for
Yeah,
some
but
reason,
they create a
current
yeah.
or
So the
movement.
bubbles could have just like decided to stick in the corner.
No, but they're in the very front of the tank. And both of the too hard.
With obsidian. I never actually thought about what happens when you fire clay in an oven because I never fired clay in an oven. Just outside.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, everybody, look. You guys are all brains.
I'm confused why there are little like bubbles on top.
Well, did you pour Dawn in there?
I didn't add anything to the tank except prime.
Oh, burn notice is awesome. Oh, good taste.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay, why does Kevin have those bubbles? He says he didn't put any Dawn in the water. Ammonia? Oh, God, no. Hope you killed him.
But I
Say,
don't even know if testing would help.
nobody did tell you whether you have ammonia in the water.
But ammonia doesn't create those micro bubbles, does it? J Rock.
It really is a cool rock, Bunny Viper.
Bunny Viper saw him, didn't she? At Coachella, I think.
Oh, one of these days, Bunny Viper, I will show the fossils that are in my fish tanks. I have large shells.
What
I
do I
have
need
lots
to
of
test? Because I
fossils
don't know what it is. So how is testing gonna
because
help?
if that is a sign of ammonia in that tank, you need to find out. So just test for ammonia.
I did a water change yesterday.
Yeah, but water change doesn't tell
Yeah,
you
I
what's
know.
in there. Oh, Bunny Viper. Earlier we were talking about Kevin's brain injury from when he was little. He
Why?
hasn't injured himself recently because she was looking through the chat
Oh,
and to catch up on what we're doing. I used to have a bunch of large pieces of obsidian, but when I got a divorce, they were one of the things that I wasn't able to rescue. And one of my kids took a sledgehammer at it. And he got lots of stitches and discovered that you don't hit obsidian with a sledgehammer. I had some really nice rainbow obsidian. It was all from Lassen area. Chris,
what did Chris say?
my brain issues are all drug related currently.
Oh,
Mine are old age. Actually, I would say my eye issues. Yeah, Bunny Viper. Not only is it not conducive to man, it just really does a great job on taking off nail polish. And then I always worry about the nail polish probably isn't good for the fish. Well, it's not good for the fish. So it's
what?
just better to have nail polish.
What?
If you put nail polish on, even if it's, well, obviously you're not going to play in water with wet nail polish. But when you play in your substrate, like planting plants and stuff, the substrate helps take off your nail polish, like it grinds it off. And then you have little flecks of nail polish in your tank, which isn't good for the fish.
Since when? It doesn't scratch off that easily.
You don't hit a person covered cast iron bathtub with a sledgehammer either, or the same thing happens, unless you cover it with a tarp. I have a very old handle coming apart single jack, but I keep it the way it is because it's a symbol of my favorite book, which is Timeless. And it's like, I really need a mantle to put it on just so I never lose it, but I don't have a mantle. What are you looking for, Kevin? Oh, Kevin.
What?
What are you looking for?
Um, for some reason I can find stupid. Oh, here it is. No.
Oh, you're looking for the ammonia kit. Yeah, I used to have a couple of the old
Here it
porcelain
is.
bathtub.
For some reason, I could find nitrate or ammonia test kit number 1, bottle number 1. I couldn't find 2.
Shouldn't they all be together?
Yeah, but I didn't think. I thought the box was kind of crushed because water and cardboard also don't do very well together. That's the reason I need to find and see if I can get a 3D. What do you call it? I guess a 3D printed test kit holder.
Oh, test kit holder.
Or if I can find, not instructions, I don't know what you call it.
A new card.
Huh?
A new card? A bigger card?
No, but I need to have the instructions to have somebody print it out. Or the document.
Oh,
Whatever
okay.
that's called. I don't know what that's
about.
Okay, well that's good. At least it was only one bottle and not the freaking vials, because they're falling out.
Sometimes I almost wish, but I don't wish, that I had nerve pain rather than lack of feeling. It's really hard to sew when you don't know if you're holding the needle or not.
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing some things.
Oh, I used to do like 22-point cross stitch and stuff.
I enjoy doing bookbinding, but I can't do it anymore. One thing that I enjoy doing, kind of, or can do for some exercise, is tennis, although it has to be kind of slow. But when I'm carpal tunnel, that doesn't really help matters.
I got carpal tunnel from milking 40 goats twice a day.
You did?
Yeah. But I had it fixed. So it doesn't bother me anymore.
How?
They have surgery for it. They just slice your wrist open.
How was that?
Oh, it was an easy surgery. Didn't hurt. And I've had a lot of surgery, so way too much. And there goes the betta on the baby fry hunt. You cannot get down to those fry.
Okay. Okay, so I have another question. Because I have a really hard time doing it, and I have people that are very opinionated. So I'm going to ask. Can I use a syringe to add water to my to the test files?
I would say as long as your syringe is clean and dry, and doesn't have dust and dirt in it, I would think you could use a syringe. You would get a more exacting measurement that way. God, you guys, we're a bunch of really screwed up old people. Okay, well, not necessarily. Yeah, we are old.
Who you calling old?
Me.
I'm not old.
Yeah, but you're not as screwed up as the rest of us.
And that's debatable.
Okay, we're just a bunch of physically screwed up people. It's nice to know I'm not alone. My large pleco has finally got used to the parrots bugging him.
Okay, now I need to see what temp this tank is, because that tank also feels too cold. But then again, it might just be me. Yeah, it's 81. That's actually warmer than I thought it was. What?
Danny said he's 32, but the Army made his body 57.
Oh.
And then Chris said it was a civilian site that got me injured, but Army didn't help. I just was lucky inherited or unlucky and inherited my mom's back.
Oh. Lori, who is that?
Who was what?
Backstage. Can you let him in?
Oh, yes, of course I'll let him in.
Since I don't have to do it.
Oh!
I can yell at you to do it.
Welcome,
Hey, Ian.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. How was your stream last night?
It was all right.
Sorry I couldn't make it.
Oh, it's all good. You had important things to do today.
And I'm probably going to end it in like half an hour. Haven't decided.
Yeah, I'm not going to be staying up here too long.
How's Kat?
Sleeping.
Of course she
She's
is.
always sleeping.
What happened to she's not working, so she'll be in here more?
Well, now that she's not working, she doesn't have to work late night anymore, and so she's like actually being able to sleep at night, not during the day. So probably like before 10 o'clock would be a good one.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
the only
early.
time. Unfortunately, that's the only time slot that was.
Fuck a time slot.
What?
Fuck a time slot. I just said I'm gonna go at 8:30 Fridays,
Yeah.
and I know I'm going. I'm going over Big Tank Hank, but
All the trumpet snails are climbing up.
yeah, those bubbles at the top of your tank. Those bubbles at the top of your tank either mean there's some sort of chemical in the tank, like a medication or soap, or high amounts of ammonia. That's why I said test it.
Great. Thank you. Man, I also need to bug my dad to make new ones.
I want to eat some of his cake.
All mine.
Yeah, when I talked to my mom today, she was all excited. She got blueberries for the pie that I requested, which I didn't really request.
Wait, I thought you didn't like blueberry.
No, I like blueberry pie, but I really wanted a peach pie. Because if I would have asked her for brownies, she would have definitely said no. But she now has it in her mind that I asked for a blueberry pie for my birthday.
Why don't you
If
correct her? Not that that's easy, but why don't you try and request something different?
Because I already asked her for peach pie, and she said that was inappropriate for Thanksgiving dinner. Don't ask me why.
But
And
blueberries better?
yeah, that's her favorite pie.
All I'm gonna say is a
No,
pie
I did
is a
not. I did
pie.
not feed brine shrimp to that tank today. That tank I did not feed brine shrimp to. I fed brine shrimp to 3 other tanks, and usually when I feed brine shrimp, I put I rinse them out and then put up and then freeze them, and that's what I did. Well, usually that's what I do. I think that's what I did today too. Chris Robertson.
Well, the only reason I'm complaining is because my mom makes killer peach pie, and I really wanted peach pie for my birthday. But for some reason, she decided this year peach pie isn't appropriate for Thanksgiving
Wait,
dinner.
does she usually do it for you?
Well, I asked for all different kinds of things. But this year, she's just determined that I asked for blueberry pie. So she's going to make blueberry pie. Which, I mean, she makes a really killer blueberry pie. It's just, I wanted peach. I make my own damn pie. Are you kidding? I'm going to make my boyfriend make me brownies tomorrow.
Set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Starting now.
Are you adding anything to it?
Oh, I got some special ingredients for your brownies.
Yeah, one time I took a bite of my friend's banana bread, and I think I only made it 10 minutes out of a 20-minute drive before driving became really difficult. I did make it home, and I slept a full 24 hours. And I woke up, and it was like, wow, one bite of banana bread. That shit would last me forever. I'd like cube it up and just like freeze it in little cubes. A good way
All
to
right,
eat
Ian. I hate it when you're right.
what?
Oh,
What did I say?
because it's testing positive already.
No,
Yeah, it hasn't even been 5 minutes, has it?
it's not even testing positive. It's been a minute. That isn't even positive.
No, that's a straight. Oh my god, that's straight like dark green. Yeah.
To
I
like change
literally,
the water or get the
I,
plecos out there.
I did a
Or
day ago.
You need to be doing them daily
Why?
till because there's fish in that tank. Right now, you're going through a fish in cycle, so you need to be doing daily water changes till you see zero ammonia, zero nitrite, and at least 5 to 10 parts per million nitrate. Then you can start to back off on the water changes.
see now, well, even though the angels are doing okay, I'd still test their water too.
Yeah, I would just move the fish, honestly. If you can get the fish into a different tank, like if you got a 20-gallon sitting around, move their sponge filter or whatever into that tank, put brand new water into that tank, just move a sponge filter and move your angelfish and whatever fish you have in there. Cuz that tank is honestly going through a new cycle, like I was saying. And a fish in cycle is I mean, I don't do it for a reason because it's very stressful for the fish.
So should I?
What fish are in that tank?
Plecos.
Plecos and angels.
Nope, just plecos.
Put the
Where's
plecos
it?
in the angels, maybe.
Then I'm never gonna be able to catch them out later.
You're. I mean, it's better to just have them in a clean tank that's cycled But I mean, if they're really big plecos and you go put them in a smaller tank that's not super established, you could run into the same problem where you're crashing the cycle. But you got to be careful.
And the problem is, the only other tank I have is a 10-gallon that I can put it in.
How many plecos?
4 or 5, maybe 6
What size are
Vers-
they?
inch and a half.
Yeah, they'd put a pretty big bio load on a 10-gallon.
What?
They'd put a big bio load on a 10-gallon.
What about 2 tanks?
Split them up?
Yeah.
That could work. I mean, if you've got multiple tanks, just put each one in every tank so that you're not overdoing all the tanks.
I have 3 tanks that I can put them in.
Well, that's 2 in each of the shrimp tank.
Well,
They won't bother the shrimp.
What?
They won't bother the shrimp.
They will or won't?
They won't.
Will not.
Yeah, well, let me test those tanks to make sure they're okay, but I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah, if you had that much ammonia in a shrimp tank, that shrimp tank would be not living.
What?
I said if you had so much ammonia in your shrimp tank, you wouldn't have much shrimp.
Well, yeah, that's what happened because of the. I don't know what's going on with the water, but that's what happened. Thank you, Ian. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, plecos are survivors.
You know, it might almost be worth looking into getting an RODI unit just for the fact that it will clean your water from all the nasty stuff. You'll just have to remineralize it.
Yes, Ian. I've been saying I'm going to, but I don't have the money right now. Have you not been here for like the last month or 2 weeks?
I have. But I'm just saying, there is a 50-gallon per day RODI unit for I believe $70 to $80 on Amazon.
What was that, Ian?
I said there's a 50-gallon per day RODI unit for $70 to $80 on Amazon.
Yeah, but the problem is I only get 30 a week.
Well, you got to save up for a few weeks.
And that's what I'm doing. But it's going to be a few weeks.
Man, 30 a week. Nobody can live on $30 a week.
What?
Man, I couldn't even live on $30 a week.
Yeah, but I don't have to pay for anything myself.
Yeah, that is true.
That's just more extra spending money.
No, Chris is saying you can buy distilled. You don't have to get distilled. Just get spring water. Spring water is fine. Has minerals in it. Distilled is pretty much just RODIs, so you would have to remineralizing it if you're adding it to any of your tanks.
Oh, crap. I want to test the other tanks too. Yeah, that's really green.
Yeah, that's alarming. Like There's bells, whistles going off in my head going, okay, something's wrong.
Yeah, let's get those out, and then I'm gonna change the water, or test the other water in the other two tanks. Let's see if I can catch them though.
I would drain the tank if you're gonna try catching fish. Drain the tank. You'll have a much easier time. Put like 2-3 inches of water in that tank. Or leave 2 to 3 inches of water. Yeah, and in the meantime, while you're there is ammonia in the tank. Try to not try, but put some prime in there right now, or safe, or whatever you got, just to neutralize that ammonia on the spot.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I just ran out yesterday. Luckily, it was supposed to come in tomorrow, but luckily it did come in today.
Man, how big of bottles of prime are you getting?
The normal, smaller size one, I think. And
Get the bigger one. It'll last longer. And it's only like a few bucks more.
Let's see which bottle.
You don't get the smallest one, or the biggest one, but get the one in between. It's like a 500 milliliters or something, 1,000 milliliters. I'm not sure, but it treats like 5,000 gallons of water.
This one?
Get the one bigger than that.
This is 15 milliliters.
How much does it treat? It says on the back.
500
right there.
milliliters.
No, it might be the one.
Yeah, I think this is the one you're talking about. Treats 20,000 liters. So 10,000 gallon? No.
It'd be 5,000 gallons.
5,000 gallons?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,000.
Yeah, so I always have a bottle of prime on standby, like even if I have a full one. As soon as I crack open that next one, I go order a new bottle of prime on Amazon, or I go pick it up from the fish store. But I always keep unopened.
You mean this, Jeffrey? It was supposed to come in tomorrow. You mean this? Is that what you're talking about, Jeffrey?
Oh, is that safe?
Yeah.
Put some of that into the tank.
It's a brand new bottle. Yes, I'm going to. But I was worried that I was F today. Because it wasn't going to come in until tomorrow. That's when it was supposed to come in. But yes, I do have safe, so that's what I'm using.
Safe is good. I haven't tried it because I like dosing with the powder. Or not the powder, but the liquid, but just with the pipette.
Yeah, it smells just as good as Prime, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, except it doesn't have... Except, I believe it doesn't do stress coat. Although, the one that I had didn't say stress coat on it for some reason. Alright, so a fourth of a teaspoon for every 30 US gallons, which would be what? An eighth? I guess I should just do a fourth of a teaspoon.
How big is the tank?
20.
20. You can
Wait,
you can go like 9 times, I believe, with the safe.
what the fudge? Fourth of a teaspoon for every 300 liters, 75 US gallons for ammonia. So like a pinch. says use 1.25 1/4 teaspoon for every 300 US gallons.
Does it give you any gram measurements? Well, probably wouldn't be enough for grams.
Use
But
1.25 grams, a fourth of a teaspoon for every 75 gallons.
yeah, so if you have a scale, use grams. Don't try using spoons; it's less accurate. But that's if you have a scale. If you don't have a scale, then
1.25 grams, which would be what, 25.25 grams? If that.
1.25 grams is a gram and a quarter.
Yes, but I'm saying for 20 gallon, which is what, a third of that?
So it's a 75 gallon treats 1.25. All right.
Correct.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
All right. I got a calculator here.
Wait, that's a third of that.
So 75 divided
What
by
am I doing?
1.
That's a
What,
third of
you're
that.
actually out here?
Yeah, I'm on the phone, Gary. Oh, it doesn't work.
That would
Hold
be
on.
40 grams. That would
No,
be 41.
no, it'd be 0.41.
0.41.
Something like
0.41
that.
grams.
It'd be a very small amount.
Hey,
Would be
Steven.
0.42 grams is 125. A fifth of that would be 25.
Yeah, see that's also why I never use the safe is because it's super potent and it's used for like big tanks. My biggest tank is the 55, so using safe would be very minute. Like it would last so long. Which I guess would be a good thing, but it's more tedious. So Stephen P is saying that he uses a 1/64th teaspoon for 20 gallons.
Not a lot, S, that's for sure.
You're you're gonna do nothing with that S.
That's like 0.25, isn't it? Ian, did we figure it out?
No, Stephen P is just saying use a 1/64th teaspoon for 20 gallons. That's what he uses.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh. Well, I don't know what you have to measure it with.
A dash.
Don't go dumping it in there, but I don't know.
A few crystals of it.
Try a pinch, see if that works.
Great, thanks for telling me that, Jeffrey. You can't do that because it's not stable, Steven. Jeffrey and I were talking about that. What? How does that work? Danny? Their scale is fish.
But he couldn't use the tap water to make a concentrated solution because the tap water is contaminated.
Thank you,
Plecos can
Jeffrey.
take salt.
That's much more.
Don't
That's much more scientific. I like it.
don't give me that lip. Plecos can take a little bit of salt. I had a Pleco with Popeye. You know what I did with him?
Gave him a
Put
salt
some
bath.
salt. I put some salt in his tank. He's still alive to this day.
No shelf life on the con. Wait, what is Danny saying?
No, Steven says no shelf life on the
No,
concentrate.
I'm reading Danny. It's not literally the safe.
Season the tank with a little salt. It's all it needs.
Oh, he meant to say safe, not salt.
Oh,
It's hard to overdose safe. And Jeffrey says 3 pinches is enough for 20 gallons.
Just pinches.
oh, it smells so good. Love safe. So should I try? Should I catch him out or should I not catch him out? Because if we're adding safe, do I need to catch him out? It's more of a question.
Anybody? I think if you're dosing the water and it tests okay, the pleco should still move. You're saving their lives while you make something to put them in.
My scale doesn't even.
Jeffrey is going to send you a picture of the amount of safe that he uses for 20 gallons.
God dang it. Doesn't even.
Ooh,
measure.
Jeffrey, put a picture of a quarter or a penny or something next to it for scale.
J-Rock says the safe will bind anything in there, making the water safe, giving you time to kick in a cycle.
So that's a no. Okay.
Also, I would get some Fritz, like Zyme 7, or get the actual turbo start and put that in your tank. Get some beneficial bacteria in there that'll help eat that ammonia.
Well, I'm kind of afraid to, but let's do it.
Yep, Zyme 7 is good shit. And Fritz is one of the only brands that I'll say actually has a good working beneficial bacteria in a bottle. All the other ones, in my experience, don't work as well.
Eight, and then 5.
There was a suggestion to mix the safe with water before you put it in the tank so the angels don't eat it.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do with any powdered medicine to put in a tank. is take the amount that you're going to dose the tank, put it in like a shot glass of tank water, swirl it around, let it dissolve a little bit, and then put that into the tank.
Because you know
Jeffrey, are
those
you gonna
fish.
text me?
Yeah, once I bought my first bottle of Zyme 7, never had to buy it again because then I realized, oh, I've got established filter media now.
Yeah, well, it's been running for 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something happened, man. Like you said, your tap water company changed something probably, and
So is that like a
your
fourth?
tank.
So is that like a fourth, Jeffrey? What to
Hello, Adele.
get a little bit of ammonia?
Hey, Adele.
Dealing with Kevin's tanks.
Again.
That's all right, man. We all had those times. I remember when I had those times with ammonia.
Yeah, I'm just not sure why I'm having those issues right now.
Dude, we might never understand why, but we do understand how to fight them and how to correct it.
Sure.
And at least fish tubers are friendly and are willing to help you. That's one thing that I like about the community is that
Yeah.
they are
Hmm.
willing to help. Because like a lot of other communities, they would just tell you to fuck off and figure out how to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Oh,
You too.
Oh, Kevin, how's that night goby?
Huh?
How's that night goby you got?
I don't see it right now.
Yeah, they hide a lot. I think they're nocturnal.
They're gobies. They hide quite a bit. I have two,
Yeah,
and I don't see them much because they're always hiding.
yeah. Kenny got his, and I don't think he saw them for like 3 or 4 months. He honestly thought they were dead. And then one time he found them. It was super
I
exciting.
don't think they're dead, but I don't know where they are right now. Then again, they are gobies, and besides, what you would call it, mud skippers, which they're kind of big to hide all the time. Although one of them does.
No, they got some growing to do for sure.
All right, so I just added like an eighth. Let's see. Well, that's good. That's awesome. Ammonia went way down in the angel tank. There's no ammonia.
They'll put it up against the white paper
Yeah, I'm looking for my phone.
because it could still register a tiny amount. I mean, just the faintest amount of green, and it could look yellow.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna wait a minute and a half again. What'd you do, Adele? Oh, how was work?
Daddy. That's pretty funny.
Hey, Jess. Did Jess come in and I didn't see her? Hey, Jess.
Yep, she popped in here. What's up, Jess?
Hey, Jess.
Where are you working at now, Adele?
I think she said she's working at a clothing store.
And Chris is asking if you added safe to the Pleco tank.
Yes, I did.
And also, J-Rock is mentioning if you've tested nitrites or nitrate.
Cut it out.
Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, test it for nitrate or nitrites and nitrates, just to be safe. Because those are the most important.
Yes, but they're a pain in the butt to do as well.
They are a pain in the butt, Kevin. Imagine, okay, think about this. When I worked at a fish store, we had 40 tanks. I had to test all of them daily.
Wait, really?
Yes.
How long would that take? Were you doing like 5 at a time?
Yeah. Well, not really. I would do, I would do one tank at a time, but I would do all the vials. You know, I'd fill up all the vials at the tank, and then I'd go do my test.
How do you do your okay?
So instead of doing one vial at a time, I fill up all 5 or 6 vials, and I test them.
But you have to do different things for each vial.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
And sometimes I wouldn't get through all the tanks, but the tanks that I had to work on for that day, that's what I had to do.
but for timing wise, it seems like it would be a nightmare. I get if you had to do the same thing for each test, but you don't.
Well, think about it. The tanks that we were running, I mean, they're 20-gallon tanks, individual systems. You know, they're just all running on Matten filters. And they all have like 200, 300 fish in there. You know, we had to keep on top of it to know whether or not the fish are doing okay.
No, that makes sense. Okay, nitrite and nitrate. Let's see. Which tank should I? Oh, angel tank still? Are we doing the angel? I think we're moving on to the angel tank now. Let's see. A dash, a pinch, and I can't remember the other one right now.
A smidgen. He just remembered it. I have those too. I forgot where I got them though.
Wait, so I can do one or the other? I forget what to do for nitrate. What's nitrate? I really need to get my dad to print it out again. I don't have nitrate. What's nitrate?
Jeffrey says the Pleco tank because it's the one that had the bubbles.
Yeah, we already did that. That has ammonia. But if it has ammonia, why would I check for nitrate and nitrite?
Because it probably has nitrite in it as well. And nitrite is just as deadly, if not more deadly
Yes,
than
but
ammonia.
if I added safe, that would detoxify it as well.
Yes, it would, but it will give you information on how far along your nitrogen cycle is going.
boy, this makes keeping fish sound very difficult.
Yeah, I just forgot how annoying it was to cycle a tank. I haven't had to in a long time because actually, you know what? I'm gonna go do something real quickly. No, wait, I can't. I'm gonna do my angel tank for right now.
Also, I recommend getting a like 3D printed or make your own
I
test
agree.
tube holder.
I said that, but I need to find I don't know what you call them instructions so
The
that
file. If
I
we can find the file, I will get my son to print it out ASAP.
yes, but it's finding that's hard or gonna be a pain. I don't know where to find that.
I
But yeah,
think I know where you can buy one. I don't know if he sells the files though.
Tell him it's an emergency. It's a present.
well that doesn't matter because that doesn't take forever. Doesn't matter how long that takes to get here.
Well, you can't say it's a birthday present.
Yeah, so look up it's a saltwater guy on YouTube, fishofhex.com or
What
something
is
like
it?
that. Fishofhex.com. He runs like a 3D printing business and a coral fragging business. So I'm pretty sure if you get in touch with them, if he doesn't have the test tube holder, I'm pretty sure he has a test tube holder. But if he doesn't, you can email him, and I'm pretty sure he can get the file and everything and make one up for you.
Well, I also have the one that Blake sent me that I really want to get made.
But a test tube holder, it helps bring like the tubes and holds them. It just makes it more efficient, easier to do it. So it's not a pain if you want to do it. Because ever since I got my test tube holder, I've noticed I've been testing a lot more
What do you
often because
wait?
it's more easier to do.
The one that had the bubbles and ammonia. I just sent him a $5 link. What? $5 link to what?
$5 to buy the plans, the STL file for the tube holder.
Oh, cool. See, he's probably already got it.
I don't see it. Oh, no, he's not talking about that.
Oh,
I'm going to go till 1 and then end it.
test tube racks, 3D models to print. Oh. Here is an API test tube holder print now.
And Jeffrey was saying it was a link for the measuring spoons.
Ah.
But try to make testing to where it's not a pain in the ass and you'll want to do it more often.
What?
If you make testing to where it's not a pain in the ass, like just getting something simple like a test tube holder, it'll motivate you to do testing more often. If that makes any sense.
I am downloading the file right now, and I will send it to my son and tell him to make me 2, and send one to me and one to Kevin.
Oh, Seaweed, you should start printing those up and sell them. I don't know if you're
Well,
allowed to do that though.
what? Oh,
Just take a file off the internet and print stuff up and start selling it.
Why not? If it's a free file, you're doing the work.
Well, what if you paid for that file?
well, then you didn't look up a free one.
Hmm.
It's a difference
Well, I guess so.
between using
A
like
stock photo versus buying a photo.
Pixabay's free pictures or free videos versus paying Dreamtime or one of those other companies for the use of pictures. But I could have my son print them up and sell them. I mean, he's got an Etsy store. He could call it Dragons and Fish.
Or he can just create a new Etsy account and do it a new Etsy store and do it there as well.
Well, that's true.
And yes, Danny, get a Python. Once I got a Python, water changes got so much easier.
How?
By getting a Python?
Yeah.
It hooks up to my sink.
Yes,
And I can hit all of my tanks from that one sink.
But you have
drain and fill.
But how do you drain, or how do you
Okay.
fill?
So the first thing I do is I go unplug all the heaters and all the hang-on back filters. I leave the canister filter running on my 55 because the canister filter, the intake's up at the bottom and I don't drain it down that far. So once that's down, I wait for a little bit, let the heaters cool down before I start draining. I drain all the tanks at once. All of them, except for the African cichlids. I do them with the buckets because I premix their water. I drain all the tanks, and then when I'm done, I go and put on my fill hose. It's just a hook from a canister filter part that I bought from a fish store, and it just hooks over the rim of the tank, and it puts water into the tank. And I turn it on to the temperature I want, and the little tap, the on-off tap, I just turn that off so the water stops for a few seconds, and I go to the next tank real fast and fill it up and turn it back on.
I'm still at the crimp the hose stage.
Yeah, so with that little tap, I don't have to crimp the hose.
Wait, what do you do to turn off to move it to the next tank when you fill?
There's a little on-off ball valve.
But doesn't that put too much pressure on the Python where it could have problems?
Not if you're quick.
Oh.
Be quick. I mean, it's just a quick on. It's just a quick off. Next tank on.
If it's from your sink, how do you make sure it's the right temp?
Use a laser thermometer.
And you just dial it in while it's running, and then once you get it dialed in, you turn it off?
Yep. And I switch the thing to where it starts filling into the tank.
Okay.
And every time I switch the fill hose to the next tank, I put some prime in there.
Yes.
But it makes it very easy and efficient to do water changes that way. And like the small tanks, I've learned I can just take off the big bulky siphon and just drain it with the tube and then fill them back up. But I gotta be careful in the smaller tanks because the small fish, man, you'd think they'd be a little bit smarter, but no, they really want to know what's on the end of that tube. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be a good day for those fish because it's not going to the end of a bucket.
Yeah.
No,
well,
mine goes outside.
No, mine goes to the sink. They're going out the drain.
If they're that stupid, then
Although I do have a little cover over the drain, so they'd be fine. But I don't think they'd be able to get past the little thing that the little python thing that hooks up to the sink. I don't think it'd be enough for fish to get through. They get stuck in there.
I fill mine with a trash can. And I
With
know
a
my
trash
dad,
can.
and I know my dad doesn't like it, but I really like having the bucket because I can fill it in the bathroom, and that bathroom is tile. So if I do spill and have a problem, and I need to wipe it up, it's a lot easier in the bathroom than on the hardwood floors.
And he doesn't have to pull the carpet out.
Well, I don't have carpet, so that wouldn't work.
That's good. To get all the carpet out of this
And my
room.
dad would kill me.
That is a nice bed of Posiwi.
Well,
Is that a
that's
crown
good.
tail?
Yeah.
That's good. So both the nitrite, ammonia,
Crown
and
tails are
nitrite,
my favorite.
both
I
the
got
ammonia,
really,
both the ammonia and nitrite are 0.
Okay.
So if they're both 0, I'm hoping that the nitrate.
I got a really nice white-bodied, red, thin crown tail at Aguashella and had a momentary lapse of brains. And he got his fins eaten. He's doing really good, though. I have him in a QT tank.
Wait, but did you also do something to?
No, had a momentary lapse of brains, so he lost his fins. But they're all growing back, and he's really pretty too.
Oh, I thought you said he had a momentary lapse of brains.
No, I had a momentary lapse of brains,
Okay,
and then I
that's
have one of those mustard gas betas that someone gave me because they were moving.
Those are nice too. Mustard gas are cool too.
Yeah, he's the only one that's not in with guppies. The one in the QT tank isn't either. But I figured when I put the blue guy in with the blue guppies, if he ate a few fry, it's life.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be hunting them down.
Oh, he does, but I have, the fake plants that are on a mat that you put at the top of the tank.
Yeah.
I actually have, you can see it on the front left. That grass growing is actually one of those mats, and it's, I put gravel over it. But he can't get through it to the new fry that are in there.
Oh, that's smart.
I mean, he'll sit there and lay on it or point down at it and try, but I mean, you can see all the bigger fry that he didn't eat that are now too big for him to eat. So this is a good producing tank. I pulled the females and the males that I liked out from a big, huge mutt guppy tank. And a lot of the younger fry already show, black tails. Had any luck with the yellow-bodied guppies?
What the heck was that,
What are
Kevin?
I'm going to send what? What are you sending out, Jeffrey?
Again, it's the holiday week, so I'm going to send those to you next week. My
Yeah.
jewels are doing wonderfully.
Is that
I
what
really like them.
Is that what he's sending out next week?
I don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay. Good night, Danny.
Night, Danny.
Night, Danny.
That's exactly
And
what I'm
Chris
asking.
is finally going to go watch Burn Notice. Oh, I love Burn Notice.
What jewel cichlids do you have? Turcanas or the regular
Turkana.
jewels?
The Turcanas,
Oh,
just
those guys are mean.
well, they're in a single species tank, but they're very
Oh,
big.
there's
Well, they're little, but they're growing.
they're cool fish, and they are very stunning when they're mature. I have a mature male, and he is amazing.
Well, I
What do you
crushed
have?
up some.
So, have you seen my albino Dumbo mosaic guppies? I have.
No, I crushed up river shrimp and soldier fly larvae. I ground it up in the, well, one of those little grinders, and wow, they just like go nuts.
Like a spice grinder?
Yeah.
I think that's what grub pie is, and I have grub pie, so I use that.
Yeah, I just put them in and I start grinding, and then I take some out for the bigger cichlids, and I grind it up some more and put it in with the guppy food, and then I grind it up some more.
That's
Yeah, they're
cool.
going to be hungry after I feed them.
Yeah, I'm just warning you though. They're aggressive towards each other.
Well,
That's why I only have one left.
ah, well, mine are being friendly to each other so far, and they have lots of hiding spots.
Jeffrey has some babies.
And
Yeah,
they
once you
dug,
get a
it was cool because they dug holes into the hair algae, and I've been trying to get a picture of them with their little heads poked out of the hair algae like little caves.
oh, that is cool. I would like to see that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a picture because it is really cool. I mean, they just sort of ate little holes in it, and I was thinking, yeah, they're eating the hair algae, but I guess they just made nests.
I wonder if that's something like their natural behavior in the wild that they'll do.
I don't know, but they are very neat fish.
Yeah, they are cool cichlids. Yeah,
Um,
they are pigs.
Jess, is your website on your page? Because when I changed computers, I lost all my bookmarks.
It's just manes, tails, fur, and fins.
.com. Okay. Yeah, I lost all my bookmarks. And I had it synced, so I don't understand why it didn't come back, but oh well. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of red dragon guppies on
From?
Saturday from my friend that I'm watching the fish from. And I think he got them from the guy in Albuquerque who imports them.
What about getting the snake?
On the first.
So in a week.
Snakes.
Snuckers.
Snakeus, I'm getting a boy and a girl
Cool.
who aren't related. But they're
Ooh.
one's a Mojave and the other's a Mojave pastel.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. So,
And they're not nearly as fancy as George's, but
10:30 and then
George wasn't shipping. Now he says well, okay. I'm finally going to come out with it. I have tried to order and get fish from so many people who are YouTubers that I am not going to order a Secret Santa gift from any of them Because if they won't sell to me, they don't deserve my business. Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
I mean, I've like contacted people and said, I have the money, I'm ready to buy fish from you. And like, whoa, I'm sorry, I forgot. Or, usually it's, I'm sorry, I forgot, I'll get back to you, and they never get back to me. So it's like, okay, I'm crossing you off my list.
Yep.
I like blue dragons. Black lace are pretty too. But I do want to see the albino Dumbo mosaic. I have no Dumbos.
Hmm.
So eventually,
Jeffrey's.
what size tank should I put the jewels in?
I would say at least a 55 because they're fairly aggressive. I have mine right now in a 37-gallon tub, but
Okay, well I have a 60. Jess, I don't know why they wouldn't sell to me, but I've had like 4 or 5 people I've tried to buy fish from, and it's like they just don't get back to me, or they say they will get back to me, and it's like I was beginning to feel like something was wrong. um, well, no,
yeah.
the only thing I worry about, and I know this sounds really weird, but once upon a time, like, oh, I don't know, it has to be over 30 years ago, when somebody cut me off in traffic and I said, God damn it, or whatever, within a half an hour, they'd get pulled over and get a ticket or something. And my kids and I followed a lot of people that I got mad at.
Okay.
And when I was in Colorado, I told people, don't get me mad at you, or you're going to end up in jail. Every single person I got mad at ended up in jail.
Hmm.
I do good things too, but nobody sees good things. They only see bad things. So it's like, I always try and put out positive energy to these people who didn't want to sell me things or just didn't get back to me, because I don't want bad things to happen to them. And it just, my mom says it's not fair because it skipped, the ability skipped her, but her dad. That's about it, Jeffrey. And I wish I knew why they wouldn't sell to me. I mean, for a while it was like, well, I'm not going to buy fish from anybody. Nobody will sell me fish. And my money's as good as anybody else's, even if I do print it up myself.
Shh.
But I tried to
Well-
get I've tried to get polar blues. We won't discuss daffodils. I mean, I was offered the daffodils free and said, I'll even pay shipping and pay for the fish. And I still didn't get them.
Wait, was that who I think it was?
Yeah. And like, I would have saved up the money and gotten a python from, a ball python from George. But last when I was talking to him about it, he wasn't shipping.
Hey, Siri,
And
timer for 5 minutes.
it's kind of expensive to drive to California to pick up a python. And so I
Okay.
started saving up the money and got a killer deal. So
Well, that's great.
what?
Well, guys, I'm going to head to bed. It is
Yeah,
late.
we're going in a few, 20.
All right, man.
If you're okay
I'll
with
let you
that.
guys.
Thank you.
I'll let
for
you
your
guys
help.
finish the show. I'm gonna head to bed though.
Night. Lori,
Okay. Huh? What?
can we go till 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Night, guys.
Night, Ian. 60 gallon
Okay,
is
so
fine. Once you
yeah.
get a pair, that's when you have to separate them.
So then I just take the pair and put it in a different tank. I can do
Oh,
that.
crap. Okay, so I was shaking it for a minute because it tells me to shake.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your test tube.
It says to shake it for 1 minute and it's already orange.
Uh-oh.
Well, that means that they're nitrate, so that's good. Question is
Okay,
how much.
that's right.
So at least that means the tank is cycled. Because there's 0 ammonia and 0 nitrite in that tank. But it's already orange. I just can't tell how vibrant. And it's been 2 minutes.
Okay.
And after they breed, you have to remove the male, or he will try to mate again. Oh, yikes. Okay, just for curiosity's sake, what does that look like to you? Thank you. You beat me to it.
Third one from the bottom,
Already?
or maybe the fourth one from the bottom.
Well, if it's a fourth, it's 20 ppm, which is okay.
And J Rock says that's good. That means your cycle is kicking back in, and in a day or
Yep.
two, should be back to normal.
Yep.
Okay, well, Jeffrey, at least I have a little while before they're big enough to mate.
I'm wondering if... Okay, you can take me off of full screen, Lori. Yes, you're better at controlling the mic than... I don't like that view. You're much better at controlling the
But you like that one better?
house than I am. So, sorry, but I leave that to you. And thank you for
You
doing
said I could push the buttons.
And thank you for doing the stream with me.
Okay, what is 40?
40 ppm.
Ah.
Which, as long as it's under 50, I'm okay with.
I swear I'm going to break through the screen and take that thing away from you.
This?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't have one.
Quite fun to play with. And if you steal this one, I have another one. I just have to take the O-ring off of it, which is easy. So, did that.
Yeah, but if I separate them like that, then I'd want them to have buddies. Or maybe not.
No, but you sex them and put them into male and female tanks.
Yeah, and then I don't have to worry about fry.
So you put the males in one tank, and then you put the females in another. And then when you want to breed them, you put them into another tank, because I know you've got enough tanks. You can't tell me you don't have a decent amount of tanks to do that.
No, I have a huge pile of 20s outside.
Why, again, I said you can't tell me you don't have a decent amount of tanks to do this with. But then you take another tank, you put the females and the males separately. I don't like fidget spinners. I like that better. and it doesn't make as much noise.
That's true.
And then let's see. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you put the males and you put the females in separate tanks, and then when you want to breed them, you put them in another, and then you put them in. You take like 2 females, put them in one tank with 1 male, and
And
let them
then see
breed.
how they pair off.
No, just let them breed. Well, yeah, you could do that, or you could just let them breed, because I'm sure the male will probably,
Get them both.
yeah, just because that's how boys are. Just saying. That looks pretty good. Say that's about 40. That's not bad. Probably do a water change soon, but
Okay.
I've also been feeding them heavily.
J Rock says, so I'm going to try to explain this so you understand. If you test your nitrates and they are red, do a 50% water change. The time it takes to go back to red is your water change frequency.
Wait, what?
Okay. Test your nitrates, and if they are red, do a 50% water change.
Nitrate or nitrite?
Nitrate.
Nitrate is orange. It's
No, but
40.
wait. When they are red, do a 50% water change. The time it takes to go back to red is your water change frequency.
I understand. I'm going to do another water change soon, but I'm not doing it tonight because it's 40 and I want it under 50, and I can do it tomorrow when I get back from school. But it's almost 1 and I'd like to go to bed soon.
That's an interesting way to figure it out.
What?
What your water change frequency should be. And then Jeffrey says, dang, Skippy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that comment was for. But then again, at this time, I'm never sure what the comments are for. No, I'm not saying that because of Jeffrey. I'm just saying in general. I'm a little bit tired.
Oh,
So.
my pen is giving out.
Your what?
My pen. I hate throwing pens out. But sometimes.
My favorite pens, although they're not cheap, is G2s. Or G2? No, G3. I think they're G3s. Can't remember. I haven't had to buy them in a while.
Well,
Those
my
are-
mom's apartment building changed ownership. So one of the secretaries, when she was down there, gave her about 20 pens. So she gave me about 15 of them. Oh, a response to what like boys like to do. The damn Skippy comment. And Boogie agrees.
Oh.
Well, don't get that excited, boogers. Really? Ah! You just crossed the no dog line.
I thought that meant needing to go to the bathroom.
No. I have it there so the dogs hit it in the middle of the night. It wakes me up and I go, and they get away from the fish. Okay, Karma, enough. It's too late to start playing. You don't agree with me.
Understood, J Rock. And I'm hoping I can put some more plants in that tank, so hopefully that'll also help reduce the amount of time I need to do.
Excuse me, children.
Fender's looking at me like, who are those dogs barking? What are those crazy dogs doing barking?
That's it. They're crazy dogs.
No,
A
why?
zombie alarm. It's a red tick hound.
Yeah, J Rock. So it wasn't that my tank wasn't in check. It's just I don't know why the heck there was ammonia. Well, I do know why, because of the tap, but that didn't help either. What are you guys doing?
Are you talking to your fish?
Yeah. What, like you don't all the time?
Oh, shut up.
You make it sound like I'm crazy. And you don't do it all the time.
No,
I
not
don't.
all the times. Sometimes I talk to the dogs.
That's true too.
Okay.
Well, I talk to
I
the
talk
dogs
to-
all the time.
Yeah, I
But
talk to the dogs.
that's more normal. I don't know why. One of them was up at the surface. It wasn't there all the time, but it was up at the surface for a second, and then the other one decided it's up near the sponge filter, but it decided it was gonna bump into the other one, and I'm not quite sure why. It just bumped into the other one and then swam away.
Hey, maybe it was saying we got a hot date later tonight.
Huh?
It was a water cooler. It was an unnamed person in the parlor with a pitchfork. Okay, now I have a bizarre, weird problem.
Zip it, Jeffrey, and that would be really hard to do. Now, if I had a dropkick dog or a cat, that might happen, but yeah, no, that would be a feat.
Okay, problem solved.
What problem?
I'd water leaking. Okay, my water is like a half an inch down from where the rim is, but I have a water leak on the outside of the tank because the glass goes over the rim. And
Oh, got
I
it.
now know why.
Yeah, that might be it. I haven't been doing it as religiously as I probably should. But I also need to get in. I also need to figure out what I want to do. Yeah, but it seems odd that all of my tanks are doing it. And when I went and tested my water in the tap, it also has ammonia. So I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, Lori.
Yeah.
Can you ask your son to make up 2 or 3 of those CPD traps too? You said $15 a piece, right?
Yeah.
Can you ask him?
Yeah.
Because I'd rather him just ship them all out at the same time.
Okay. All right, you guys, where did you put it? Come on, move.
What do we do?
Oh, I was asking the dogs where they hid the top to the filter.
Oh.
Because it's spitting water out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a water change tomorrow.
And of course, everything got totally moved around. And I have a shitload to do to compensate, well, to take care of the mess that was made. Because I have a box sitting here with all the suction cups, air, with
How much for? I'll do it now. Why not? Minus while I'm talking to you.
what?
Every 75 gallons, and you said I can do up to 3 times the amount, right? 5 times the amount? No, 3 times the amount. So I can do a quarter of the amount, or 1 1/4 of the amount, because 1/4 of a teaspoon is for every 75 gallons. So I should be able to do that much and put it in my barrel. Hoping,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
What are we doing?
I'm going to do the water change now, since we're still on here.
But I thought we were going in like 3
Yeah.
minutes.
We are.
I'm actually tired.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. It's after midnight.
Yes?
It's my birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. You beat my children.
Yeah. I saw that, Jeffrey, but I believe you guys said I can do 3 times the amount of you can dose 3 times the amount. So if it's supposed to be a 75 gallon and I do more than that, I should be good. And it should only take like 5 minutes for me to do a water change, Laurie.
For who to do a water change?
Me. So, I mean, if we end it, it doesn't take a few minutes to do it. It's not like it takes that long, and it's almost 1, but not quite. Did you see GRB's comment? I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
Hey,
What?
but this way, if I close my camera, then I look like you.
What? Oh. How dare you?
Good night, J-Rock.
Good
Oh, well, thank you. I can't guarantee I'll be up because that's like way too early. But thank you, Jess. And I definitely will look at the albino mosaic Dumbos because that sounds pretty cool.
Was the poser all along? Haha.
I was just pretending.
Okay, how did you change? Oh. How do I change the logo? Can't remember.
Oh, well, then you'd have to change your logo.
You're on my account,
Yeah.
but how do I change my logo? I can't remember.
You
Think
go
I-
to Google. Yeah,
Nope,
but then
that's
show
in
up as me.
StreamYard. It can't be that difficult. Ian does it
Click
all
on
the
the
freaking
logo.
time. Ian does it all the time.
Night, Jess. Jeffrey says click on the logo.
Oh, that's right. Wait, no, because Jeffrey doesn't use. Jeffrey doesn't even use StreamYard. I don't know why he's
No, I
telling me.
could. I really could.
What?
I can remove you from the screen. I can make it a solo layout. I can mute you.
Yeah,
I can.
I really should change my password.
He's gonna kill me.
Hey, I didn't say that.
True.
But yeah, I go to the top right and change it. Now you're different than me.
Okay.
Lori,
No, I'm not. Still you. Oh yeah. Now I am different from you because you finally changed your logo to your logo.
oh, no, I did that earlier today
Oh,
on YouTube.
Jeffrey says he uses StreamYard.
For what?
Yeah, I like the new one.
He never goes up on camera. I'm confused when he does.
Well, just because he doesn't go on camera mean that he can't use StreamYards because, like,
Yeah, but I don't know why he would use StreamYards if he never goes up on camera.
I still have to try and see if I can do YouTube Live.
What?
I still have to try if I can do YouTube Live.
You want to do live streams now?
Not necessarily.
Is that well? Then what do you mean YouTube Live?
In case I want to whoa.
Do a
In
live
case I want to do it for cop watching.
a live stream?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that? You know you have to go in 24 hours before you want to do a stream, right?
No, I did that a long time ago. I just haven't.
Oh, then
like-
that should be a piece of
Yeah.
cake. That part should be really easy.
Whoops.
You just have to wait 24 hours usually.
Okay, what is going on here?
I didn't do it.
That's my line.
Yeah, I know, and I stole it. So take that.
I have my computer camera like wired to my tripod, and it was all loose. And I don't know how it got loose.
Can't help you there.
And I don't know if this will work. But we'll see.
Hey, Fish Adventures. He just woke up.
Hmm. There he is. Quick, look, look. Kevin,
What?
right there above my finger.
Is that the
The
blue
red
car?
point.
That's the Honduran red point?
Yeah.
No way. He colored up so much.
Yeah. He's like blue.
He doesn't even look the same.
I know.
So pretty.
He loves being in there.
Lori, you have to send it back. I'm teasing.
I don't think so.
I
think
I
he
don't
likes
have
where
pink.
he lives.
What?
I think he likes where he lives.
Yeah, but I don't have a tank for him. So it doesn't matter. I'm more teasing.
Yeah, all polar blues and the parrots. And 3 loaches. And then I have 1 Mambuna fry and the Honduran red point. Quit bumping me!
Why keep on making? Why is Pinky doing that again?
Because Karma's playing with him.
Oh.
Because it's time for Karma to play.
Oh.
So unless I turn off like all the lights
Does
in the
anyone
computer,
know mealworms are? What do you mean? What they are? What are you asking?
mealworms are bug larvae or fly larvae. Because like soldier fly larvae turns into soldier flies.
But
And some
mealworms.
people call them mealworms. But if you let mealworms grow, they either turn into beetles or flies. Hey!
I believe you can feed them to reptiles.
And Oscars like them. And when you cut them in pieces, large cichlids like them. And if you really, really grind them up, small cichlids and other fish eat them.
No, thank you. Not unless they're. Yeah, not even then.
They're in bug bites. Bug bites have soldier fly larvae, which are mealworms.
Really?
Yeah. And you can eat them too if they're people grade.
Great. No, thank you.
Hey, hissing cockroaches are supposed to taste like shrimp.
And what? Ants are supposed to taste like?
Oh, now that's only honey ants. Are the ones that they use for chocolate covered ants.
Yeah.
And their abdomen is full of a sweet substance, which is why they're called honey ants. And they taste like a drop of honey surrounded by chocolate. Now, fried crickets, grasshoppers, mealworms all taste like kind of like nuts. But that's one of my upcoming videos.
You didn't eat them, did you?
What?
You didn't eat any, did you?
That's the whole purpose, is to eat them. I mean, I just tried catappa leaves, water, because it's supposed to be really healthy for you. Only it tastes kind of bad. But that's when I said they just need some ginger and lemon. It's supposed to be good for you. So I tried it. Now I have to add more water and probably some more catappa leaves to my bottle of rum. Well, when I hit 300, I was going to do, in fact, I have the video already. I was going to do a bug bite taste test, but I fed the fish all the bug bites.
What kind of bug bites? Were they wafers?
No, I had like 5 or 6 different kinds of bug bites, and I was going to try them all.
Where did you get those from?
Oh, I bought some of them. I won some of them at a fish meeting. So I thought it would be cool to do a taste test.
Okay, then.
But I never got to 300, so I just fed them all to the fish.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
You'll just stick to almond milk. Almond milk is pretty good.
Actually, it is.
He's starting up again.
My mom has it every morning.
I've been homeless long enough that I've probably eaten a little bit of everything. So I'm willing to try stuff. It won't kill you. It'll only boost your immunity.
That's nice.
Because it is a milk-like consistency? That's a good question. Because you can put it in coffee? Well, then maybe it should be called a creamer. Well, I guess it's just like soy milk or oatmeal milk or any of those other milks. That's not milk. Now, I'm never moving. My house is paid off. And I am definitely a desert dweller. Even though we're not like sand desert, we're still desert.
I'm confused. I thought you like cool weather, though.
Yeah. But it's not hot here. Because I'm in the high desert.
Oh.
So it doesn't get, in the hundreds and stuff. I would die in like Phoenix or something. Nut juice isn't appropriate? Probably. Yeah, we had a mental health support and advocacy group. And we were going to call it, because there were a lot of gay guys and gay women in it, we were going to call it Fruit and Nuts. But the parent company said no. That was inappropriate.
Wait,
We
what?
thought it was a great name, Fruit and Nuts.
Fruit and nuts?
Yeah, fruit for the gays and nuts for the crazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the parent company didn't think it was appropriate for some strange reason.
Sounds like a great name to me.
Okay, yeah, right now I have way too much stuff piled in front of my tank. And I'm resting the tripod on my knee.
Okay.
Would you guys stop it? Oh yeah, Merced gets hot.
Wait,
When
you're
I
in
lived
Merced?
in California, I lived in Oakley.
Oh
a long
yeah, you're in Merced?
Yeah, I could visit her on the way to visit you.
Yeah. It's like what? Wait, so you're in San Francisco? That's like half an hour away from me.
It's longer than that. It's like an hour or something.
I said
Well,
half an
depends
hour
on
away
traffic.
from me. Okay, 40 minutes to an hour. Who else said who said that they lived in LA? Somebody told me John Larson said that he lived in LA. I should hit him up and see if he's going to be around. Lake Merced? Wait, do you live near Lake Merced? Because Lake Merced is 40 minutes away. Oh, Jimmy P said, wait, I thought John Larson also lived in LA. I forget who it was that told me after I went to LA that they lived in LA.
2 hours and 7 minutes.
Wait, from me to Lake Merced?
To Merced, yeah. Two days if you're walking.
Yeah,
God, you gotta go through Manteca?
yeah, I'm sorry, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Yes, I have, and it looked very dirty. God damn it. Why didn't you say that earlier?
What? Oh.
Where'd I put it? I just had it. You couldn't have said that half an hour ago. Nope, here it is. Nope, no it isn't. I lied. I just saw my shrimp.
15 hours and 44 minutes for me to get to Merced.
Is it in my desk? I thought it was in my desk. It would be so cool to come see. I can only imagine coming and seeing your fisherman. That would be, oh my god. But yes, I have. Oh, okay, it was on my desk. That's why. It was on my desk. You mean like this?
What is that? It looks like a shrimp. Oh, how cool. A plastic shrimp. Excuse me a moment.
Shrimpy. GRB, do you see it?
Okay, they may be quiet for a moment. Now they're just growling at each other. Wow, that looks really weird.
What? Yeah, I've gone there, and I took them there, and then I took them to my brother and my dad. I took them to Ocean Aquarium, and then I took them to what's the other one called? Aqua Forest.
Okay, we're now half an hour past when we were going to go to sleep.
20 minutes.
Technicalities.
Which ironically, well, I might as well go 10 more minutes just to make you be true to your word.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's me.
and Lori, if you'd like to go to bed, you can.
Okay, I will see everybody
Although,
tomorrow.
although ironically, you were the one that did this to me yesterday.
Oh, shut up. No,
Just
it should have just like shut us off.
me?
Yeah, because you were paying attention to us and you kept asking questions and stuff.
No, yesterday I ended it, and then you asked, and then 20 minutes later we started up again because you had asked.
Well, I said that I'd continue
But that
because
was you.
nobody else was on. Yeah,
That was you. So
yeah.
you did it
Okay, it was
yesterday.
me.
That's all I'm saying. I didn't
Yeah.
have to be there. You don't have to be there here right now. I just asked if you would go to, if you would do it with me till 1. Now, if you'd like to go, you can. Your
Oh,
your obligation's done. I just asked till 1.
okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and I'll see you tomorrow. And you better have a birthday cake for me.
Um, um, um,
I know you have brownies under your bed. You can make them.
I have a cupcake.
Okay, that works. But is it a poison cupcake like in
What movie are you
Happy
talking
Death
about?
Day? Happy Death Day.
What?
Oh, I think it's Happy Death Day. It's a great movie. But anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Night.
Bye.
It's a pumpkin cupcake, and it's very good and delicious.
Okay, that works.
Night.
Bye.
Thought she'd never leave. Yeah. We liked Aqua Forest, and my parents or my brother and my dad like Aqua Forest more. Although it's very expensive, and ironically, when I had asked Zenzo where he thought that I should go to get fish in SF, he suggested, what was it, Sixth Ave Aquarium, uh, Aqua, where was it? Yeah, it was. I want to say it was Sixth Ave. Hungmin Aquarium, Daly City. Um, 6th Ave, Ocean Aquarium. Yes. 6th Ave, Ocean Aquarium in um, Hunging Aquarium. So those are the three he suggested. But he suggested not getting or not buying from Aquaforest because it's really expensive, which I do agree. They have really nice high tech tanks. They're very clean. Whereas you go to Ocean Aquarium and they're all natural tanks. They doesn't look like they've done a water change in like 2 years. They look like healthy tanks pretty much. They pretty much most of them look like healthy tanks, although I don't know how he catches fish out of them. Um, or maintains a bioload because he's always probably getting fish in and taking fish out of the tanks. And yeah, but it doesn't look like he's done a water change in a long time, which my brother and my dad didn't like, and I'm like, that was pretty good. Yeah, I went there. I've been there several times. It's amazing how they can. Well, I'm not going to go into it here, but it is kind of amazing how they've been in business since I don't know how long, since I was born, which 25 years probably. I'm gonna go till my tank fills, and then I'm gonna end it. But my tank is slowly filling up, so I'm gonna wait. And I have a circulation pump in there, so it should have circulated the prime or the safe. I'm hoping, and the fish look like they're doing okay, which to me is always a good thing. Although I need to know why the heck that tank is not turning off. Unless my phone did something weird when I... Maybe I did the opposite of what I wanted. Schedule. on at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Oh. Wait. Night, Jeffrey. On at 11 a.m. Off at... Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Actually, 10 to 12. Let's do 10 to 12. Let's turn it on from 10. 7? Yeah, let's do 7 to 12 every day. 7 to 12, or 7 to 12. 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. And let's do 7 p.m. Let's do 10 to 12 most days, except Fridays. Let's take off Fridays. See you, Jeffrey. Goldfish common comments have bred recently with spring happening. Cool. Alright. Feeding most of that water hose in there. Let's see. Alright. Well, I'm going to go to bed, everybody. Thanks for staying up with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.